Hi, this is Marcia, and today I'm going to be talking about a Phase 3 checklist. A Phase 3 checklist has the exact same elements as a Phase 1 or Phase 2. You'll still see small group instruction, digital content, independent practice, future-ready activities, and also a self-reflection. That does not change. What changes now is that the students and the teacher are going to be using the data to help drive and create their checklist. Are you guys ready? Let's learn how to make a Phase 3 checklist. All right, guys. I know what you're thinking about. The students are going to be making their own checklist. Well, of course, we are going to be providing guidance to them. We are going to go through and give them some options to pick from. So on the screen, what you're going to see is this is a Phase 3 checklist. I still have name, date, I have my small group, independent practice, digital content. On the back, I have my future ready, my progression board, and my self-assessment. Looks very similar. The only difference is now it's blank. You're going to now have the students be able to pick their choices as to what they're going to do. So this would be a 3, 4, or even a 5-day checklist. So I printed out the template, and I would give each student a copy of the template. Now you're going to be doing this today, so pay attention. Just making sure you're still awake. What I then give to the students is I give them the different options. Here are small group options, here are some independent practice options, here's digital content, and then on the back, not on the back, so we're going to be cutting it apart. And then page 2 would have your future ready activities. Now, because we're going to those project-based learning and more extensive activities, you're going to see that sometimes there are going to be bigger quantity future ready activities because they're going to be doing it for more than just 1 or 2 days. So the way this works is the students are going to be picking different options. So I have choice 1, 2, 3, and 4. The one I want to do the most would be my highest priority. Again, I'm going to look at my data, and then I'm going to determine which skill I need the most help with. So here is my choices. So if I'm a teacher and I'm ready to attend a small group, maybe I need help with data. So I'm going to cut it apart. I'm going to cut out data. And then I am going to glue it onto my checklist as my choice number 1. Now, could I write it? Absolutely. But this just gives this ability for students to be a little bit more engaged because now they get to actually cut, build, and create their own checklist. So I'm going to glue that in there. And I also left the number. The reason why I left the number is that's what number I'm going to call the small groups in. So data will be my 3rd small group. I'm going to look at my data again, and I'm going to determine another one. Let's say I want to do digital content. Maybe I would like to work more on digital content. So I'm going to cut it out. And remember, I'm leaving my number. Yes, you could easily just go in and you could write it in here, but I'm telling you, there's something that's fun about cutting and gluing that we don't get to do on a daily basis. All right, number 6. So I'm going to go to the 3rd small group on data, and then I'm going to go to the 6th small group. I need to do one more because I want to make sure that everybody in this room gets a chance to go to 3 small groups. So I'm going to next cut out my other one that I need extra help with, and that's on student choice. So I cut out student choice, and I'm going to glue it down here. If you would like to do 4 different choices, go for it. You could definitely put in a 4th choice. But for right now, 3 is my minimum. And I'm going to do the same thing for independent practice. So independent practice, it has the name of the different activity, and then it has how much time. So maybe I want to spend a little bit more time with working on my choice board. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to cut out choice board, and I'm going to glue it in. And what I like about this whole cutting and gluing piece is that the directions are right there for myself and for the students. So now I'm just going to glue it in. There's choice number 1, choice boards. And I will continue doing that. So I need 3 small group. I need 2 independent practice. Let's say I want to work on some Google tools. So I'm going to come over here, grab my Google tools. Okay, I'm going to cut it out. See, I'm cutting it out. It also tells me that this activity is going to be about 15 minutes in length. I'm going to put it in 2. So I need to have 2 choices. If you would like to add more to it, of course, go for it. You can add more, but for right now, I'm just doing 2. All right, and then my digital content. I need to do 2 choices. Again, just 2. I do not have to do all 4, so I'm going to just pick 2 choices. So I might want to watch the video on how to make toast. Ooh, that's one of my favorites. How to Make Toast is actually a TED Talk, and it talks about how we work and how using Post-it notes can actually increase productivity. Who knew? All right, how to make toast. And then my other choice is going to be audio notes. Ooh, I love audio notes, so I'm going to put that in there. Again, I only have to have 2. I do not have to do all of the digital content. So I'm just going to put in 2. Here we go. Choice number 2. I'm going to flip my paper over to the back, and on the back it has Future Ready activity. My Future Ready activity, I need to pick 2 choices. So I have progression boards, planning time, or student motivation game. So I'm definitely going to do planning time. I'm going to cut out planning time. And I want to actually talk more with my team about progression boards. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to cut out progression boards. All right, and guess what I just did? I got the ability to pick and choose which studios, which activities I want to do. That's what's the power behind Phase 3. That's my choice. I get to do this. Now, I noticed that when I was putting my choice board together that I should have said pick 1, pick 2, but the progression board has a link and it tells you how many to pick. But so I do apologize. This one should be, and I'll just go ahead and write it on here. You should pick 2 Future Ready. You should pick a total of 3 small groups. You can pick more if you want. And 2 independent practice, 2 digital content. So it's 3, 2, 2, 2. All right, guys. Have fun building out your own checklist. We will be doing this as a whole group. I just wanted to give you guys some heads up. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.